Have you ever wondered what it feels like to live in a city that never seems to slow down? A place where the streets are always alive, the lights never fade, and yet somehow you can still find moments of peace for yourself? That's the Tokyo I know, and it's where my story begins. My name is Kami. I'm not a celebrity, not someone with a glamorous lifestyle you see in magazines, just a modern girl building her life one day at a time. My days aren't filled with dramatic events, but they're full of small moments that, for me, hold the real meaning of happiness. Every morning starts with the gentle but persistent sound of my alarm clock. It's a signal that another day, another chance has arrived. My boyfriend leaves for work before I'm even out of bed, but I like to think of that as my quiet time, a moment to set my own pace. I start with the basics, washing my face, brushing my teeth, and preparing a light breakfast, usually something simple like toast and fruit, but I never rush this moment. Breakfast is my way of telling myself, you're ready for today. Then comes the part I enjoy most, choosing my outfit. It might sound small, but for me, it's a form of self-expression. The colors, the style, even the shoes, they all set the tone for my day. Sometimes I go for bright and cheerful, other times soft and calm. It's like choosing a soundtrack for my mood, but in clothing form. When I step outside, the air of Tokyo greets me. The streets are already awake, filled with the sounds of footsteps, conversations, and the hum of traffic. I make my way to the bus stop, headphones on, letting my favorite music wrap around me. It's my little bubble in the middle of the city's rush. The bus ride is a window into Tokyo's heartbeat. Office workers reading newspapers, students chatting quietly, tourists glancing out the windows in awe. I like to watch them, wondering about their stories, and reminding myself that we're all part of this vast moving puzzle. It's humbling and also comforting to realize we're all just trying to make our way. By the time I reach the office, I'm already in a positive frame of mind. My colleagues greet me with friendly smiles, and I return the same. Work isn't just about completing tasks for me. It's about building connections. The morning passes quickly, and before I know it, lunchtime arrives.
5分で終わりました。
ありがとう。
ありがとうお願いします。
はい。
まゆちゃん、はい。後ろに止めてもらっていい？はい、わかりました。3番だけお願いします。はい。
My lunch breaks aren't long, so I usually grab something quick. maybe a bento box or a sandwich. But even in that short time, I make it a point to slow down, take a breath, and appreciate the moment. Sometimes I'll bring back an extra tea or snack for a coworker who's busy. Those small gestures I've found make the workplace feel more like a community. Every morning and midday in Tokyo might look ordinary on the surface, but to me, they're filled with meaning. A reminder that even in the busiest places, you can shape your own rhythm and fill your days with small acts of care for yourself and others. The afternoon always feels a little different from the morning. The rush has passed, the energy in the office settles into a steady rhythm, and everyone focuses on tying up loose ends before the day ends. For me, this part of the day is about balance. I have my own tasks to finish, but I also make time to help others. Sometimes it's assisting a teammate with a tricky report. Sometimes it's just bringing over a fresh cup of tea when I notice someone's been working without a break. I've learned that kindness doesn't always need to be big. Sometimes it's just being aware of what others might need. The afternoon, I remember pausing by the window. The sun was beginning its slow descent, and the light spilling into the office turned everything golden. I stood there for a moment, thinking about how easily days can blend together if you let them. Work, commute, sleep, repeat. But that day, I decided I didn't want to just get through my days. I wanted to notice them, to really see the moments that made them worth remembering. When the workday ended, a few colleagues suggested we had dinner together. There's a small restaurant near the office, nothing fancy, just warm lighting, soft music, and the kind of home-style cooking that makes you feel instantly at ease. We ordered our favorite dishes and spent the evening chatting about lighthearted things, childhood memories, hobbies, little dreams for the future. It struck me how these simple gatherings can mean so much. There were no grand celebrations, no special occasion, just people sharing a table, listening to each other and enjoying the present. In a city as large and busy as Tokyo, those moments of genuine connection are like finding a quiet garden in the middle of a bustling street. By the time I stepped outside, night had fully arrived. Tokyo's skyline was alive with light, street lamps, shop signs, and the glow from apartment windows high above. The air was cool, and I could hear the faint music from a street performer somewhere down the block. My walk home was quiet, but in the best way. As I reached my building, I noticed the warm light spilling out from behind my apartment curtains. And just like every evening, my boyfriend was there when I opened the door. His smile was the kind that melts away the fatigue of the day. He handed me a small paper bag. Inside was a pastry from my favorite bakery. No reason, no big explanation. Just because. It reminded me that love isn't always about big gestures. More often, it's about the little things. Noticing what makes someone happy, remembering it, and acting on it. Life in Tokyo taught me joy isn't found only in grand moments, but in everyday details, a kind word, a favorite song, the smell of tea. By slowing down, noting small joys, and appreciating others, each day feels richer. We can't control everything, but we can choose presence, kindness, and connection. Happiness often grows quietly, waiting for us to pay attention. My days in Tokyo have taught me this. Happiness isn't a far-off destination, but something we create in the midst of everyday life. It's found in the people we cherish, the small acts of kindness we give and receive, and the moments we notice instead of rushing past, the true building blocks of a life well lived. You don't need a perfect day to enjoy your life. Today can be meaningful if you choose to see it that way. Tomorrow, pause before the rush begins. Notice the sunlight, taste your breakfast, listen to the world around you. Say something kind, carry a little more patience, a little more gratitude, and watch how your day transforms. In the end, the measure of a good life isn't in grand events or big headlines. It's in the quiet, steady moments that make you smile without even realizing it. If this video touched your heart, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more uplifting stories and life lessons.